life, in my opinion.
Pro-Am team, let's talk about it.
So it's going to be interesting, but I have a Pro-Am team. It's a family team. So my dad, me, my uncles, and my brother. So it's a crazy family team. But, you know, every season we've gotten better and better. And, you know, I think we're hitting our stride right now.
If you get an NBA logo, that means people are going to come for you.
Yeah.
No more shakiness. You got to bring the heat.
Oh, I'm ready. Trust me, I'm ready. That was one of the main things that I've been wanting.
And for your player in the game, what badges do you think that should be attributed to your player?
Ooh, on-ball menace. That's interceptor for sure. Honestly, I feel like I should have every defensive badge on Legend. If you ask me, I feel like I should have every defensive badge on Legend. I feel like I should also have some shooting badges, Deadeye. I feel like I should have like silver, gold. I might not get that at first, but my plan is when I get to the NBA, I start playing more. I can kind of build my rating up and get my badges up more and more, and I can see my progression as the year goes on.
You mentioned defense. I know defense is a big part of your game.
Yeah.
What do you think that you can bring to this team?
Man, that like you said, defense is probably the number one thing. It's what I do. It's what I've held my hat on ever since I was little, and I think that's what wins games. But honestly, speaking of winning, like I don't want to be known as the best defender or the best shooter or the best. I want to be known as the best winner. That's kind of been my trademark ever since I was in high school. Is being a really good winner and somebody that can go out and do whatever the team needs them to do to get that win.
And for players who are maybe choosing Memphis and are playing with you on the team, how can they maximize their game using your player?
That's a great question. I would probably say guarding full court is going to be big. I think when on the offensive end, catching and shooting the ball, I feel like I'm going to be a good, reliable three-point shooter as far as catching and shooting. But also getting out in transition and getting kick-aheads, using my ability to get downhill and make great passes. Just kind of using my ability to make a lot of winning plays. I feel like that's the best way to kind of use the build that I'm going to have in the game, and obviously just making the whole team better as far as yourself as well.
So you have a Pro-Am team. Mm-hmm. Give us some tips for players who want to get on the Pro-Am team or.
The energy is mounting. Almost time for basketball at Barclays Center here in Brooklyn, New York. The Thunder taking on the Nets. For Oklahoma City, a stellar year has put them at the top of the Western Conference. First place doesn't come easy, but you know what? They work for every single win. Nets, Thunder, coming right up after this. Hi, everyone. We're coming to you live on 2K Sports, bringing you the NBA. I'm Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony and Tim Legler, along with our reporter, Allie LaForce. So here's Oklahoma City's starting group. Gilgeous-Alexander on the wing. He's paired with Williams. Holmgren is out there with Toumani Camara. And it's Mitchell in at the point guard. And looking at the Nets, Thomas on the wing. He's joined by Porter. Washington out there with Nicholas Claxton. And it's Toure in at the point guard position. We are really in the thick of the regular season now, Greg. You like what you've seen so far?
Absolutely. You can tell that everyone came to play this year. The game just keeps getting more advanced, and the skill level continues to rise.
Mitchell trains the three-pointer.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Pass to Washington. Here's Toure. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Claxton no good. And here is Mitchell. Turned in an outstanding game against New York. And again, it's Oklahoma City with a three.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And now they are just going to keep riding that momentum with the hot hand.
From deep, Thomas. The Thunder pull it in. Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
I was able to talk with Jordi Fernandez for a minute. We talked about Jalen Williams and what he wanted to see from his team defensively against him. He told me we just have to be aware of where he is at all times. The second you lose sight of him, that's when he'll torch you. We all got to be on the same page. It seems like Williams will be a central focus for them tonight. Back to you.
All right, Allie, we thank you for that. Here's Toure after the made shot from Mitchell. Pass to Washington. Shoots over Kamara. And Claxton throws it down.
Finally, after all those planks, someone comes through for him.
Yeah, it took a few trips. Now let's see if that can get them going.
That bucket in no time at all. 13 points for the chosen one.
Yeah, great outside shooting, really fueling this run.
Knocked loose. Holmgren with the steal. To the middle. Shots good by Williams.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this league.
And Tim, the quintessential unstoppable force, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, taking his offensive game to a level rarely matched in league history.
Oh, Kevin, I'm running out of superlatives. The ability to score at every level. He gets to the foul line. He makes guys better. I just marvel at the totality of it.
And that one's good, Mitchell.
And he's the main reason they have the lead right now. He's been perfect from the field, literally.
Here's Thomas. And Claxton throws it down.
And that's a huge play. I mean, they need more like it because second chance points are going to be key in this game.
Probably so. That's usually a crucial element to any comeback.
Yeah, if you get that close to the rim, you have to capitalize. Tough to see him come up short there.
Here's Traore, covered by Mitchell, and the chosen one gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen. And let's take a moment to honor the Western Conference Player of the Week, the chosen one.
Well, he's been an absolute magician when the ball has been in his hands. There isn't any aspect of the offense that he hasn't contributed in, and it's been a pleasure to watch. I mean, unless you are an opposing coach, then his play has been a vivid nightmare. They're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from three-point range.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Thunder?
They've looked to fire as much as possible from outside the arc, and so far they are hitting at a high clip.
Well, don't forget about their scoring in the open floor. They've been getting a lot of production on their break.
Good once again. That makes him 8 for 9 this game.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
So far, a great game plan and great execution, but we still have a long way to go.
Claxton inside, covered by Mitchell, and the Nets miss again. Lets it go with a 3. And again, it's Oklahoma City with a 3.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
Here's Claxton. Good on the bucket. Claxton's got 6 points.
And the defense just has no answers for him right now. With each made basket, the more his confidence continues to grow.
And here's Mitchell from the arc. Porter pulls it in.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Offline with his 3. The Thunder leading by 18. Here's Mitchell, got a hand on it, and they get it back. Here's Holmgren. That one's in, his first shot this game.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
Well, it's just an outstanding effort thus far. They've done a great job at both ends.
And the Nets decide to take their first time out here. And going against Oklahoma City, their first meeting of
And their series last year was a bit of a comparison.
And so it's Oklahoma City with it. Taking a look at the Thunder. The post pair form will be Williams and Holmgren. Mitchell is out there with Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's King at the 3, the small forward. Outside, Porter. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. It's stolen by Gilgeous-Alexander. For 3, Mitchell. And he's good on the 3 ball. Mitchell's got 6 here in this quarter.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
That one drops for him.
What a pass right there. Coaches love seeing guys making it easy for their teammates.
There's the 3, and the Thunder another 3.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the 3s in time.
Outside, Porter. Smith against Mitchell. From 11 feet away. Kept alive. Good D by Williams.
Well, the defense challenged him just enough to force that miss. They really collapsed when he got close to the rim.
Mitchell's shot is good.
And guys, he's been a one-man air raid coming at them time and time again.
This defense is trying to stay connected to him, but he is on a mission.
Out of their last 5 makes, how about all 5 from long range?
The Nets have gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. Guys, they're looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure. And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
From deep. And again, Oklahoma City with the triple.
12 straight points off of 3-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
Pass to Thomas. And it's King with the rebound.
Well, the defense was solid right there, but that's just a...
He got it! Wow!
Let it fly! Why not?
Smith in the posts, covered by Mitchell, and the basket by Thomas.
This is why they will go to him often. He's going to take and make shots.
And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back. And a quick look at how the Oklahoma City Thunder's schedule is shaping up. On Wednesday, they'll be facing Joel Embiid and the Philadelphia 76ers. Then on Friday, the Atlanta Hawks coming to town. That will tip off a homestand for them.
You know, some might look ahead at the schedule and start marking off how many wins they'll wind up with, but I think that's a trap. You can't take any nights off in the NBA, and you've got to stay in the moment. I'm honestly not sure what that was about. Maybe a protest against his coach?
That was a complete lapse in judgment.
And a wide open look for Porter. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
And such a sharpshooter from outside the arc. Porter just superb at knowing when to fire from deep.
Mitchell's shot is good.
Well, he has dictated the tempo this entire quarter, getting basically whatever he wants offensively.
And out of bounds as the Thunder gain possession. This is the 2K leaderboard with a rundown of the NBA's top defenders down low. The league's leaders in rejections this month. Number 1, Chet Holmgren.
And guys, as the month has unfolded, his interior defense has gotten better and better.
And Thomas with the ball. He brings it up for the Brooklyn Nets. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing that last matchup with Boston.
Hey, they had their opportunities, but let's face it, they choked from the line. Hard to win that way on the road.
And I wonder if the crowd noise got in their head. It seemed like it was affecting them.
Nice answer back there. Love to see the competitiveness.
And when you give up a three, there's always this instinct to try and get it back immediately.
And finished off by Porter.
He just jumps so fast. I mean, give Porter a chance to dunk, and he doesn't think twice about it.
For three, Mitchell. The rebound by the Nets. You know, Greg, talking about Cam Thomas now, what are some things you'd like to see him improve on?
Well, I'd say defense first and foremost. If he's able to improve there, as well as his passing and playmaking, watch out. He's already an incredible scorer.
Gets the three-pointer to fall. Mitchell's got 54 points.
It's certainly been a good night for him, and it is showing on the scoreboard.
Pass to Thomas. Inside, Gilgeous-Alexander with the steal. For three, Mitchell. And again, Oklahoma City with the triple.
Simply one of the best shooting performances you are ever going to see. A three-point barrage.
Here's Demon. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
And here's Mitchell from the arc. Drops in the tray. Mitchell's got 60.
And really, as the three-pointers keep dropping, you get the sense that the frustration is mounting for the defense.
A three ball. And yep, another basket.
And this game has his name written all over it.
Greg, he's been phenomenal in offensive onslaught. Holmgren against Claxton. Back to Smith. Stolen by Mitchell. This one for three. And the Thunder another three.
And he has just been in a flow offensively. Terrific game. He has been the X factor.
Smith outside.
Last 2 minutes to play.
Here's Demon.
Second quarter.
Gilgeous-Alexander covering. Shot clock at 6. Holmgren with the steal. Here's Mitchell. Oh, and the dunk by Mitchell.
Well, Holmgren is mainly known for rim protection on defense, but he can come up with a steal as well.
Smith with it. He's picked up by Holmgren.
And they just can't find a way to end this thing. Nothing falling right now.
They just need a spark. This is when your leaders have to step up.
And it's in there. 70 points for the chosen one.
And he has led the attack for them the entire game, and now he's trying to get them to the finish line.
The kick out to Porter. And that time, also a missed shot. Oklahoma City shooting has been sensational. 75% for the game.
Williams.
Traditionally, that's how you want to finish the break, right at the rim.
And give him a lot of credit for his effort right there running the floor.
Pass to Smith. Here's Demon. Shoots over Gilgeous-Alexander. And again, it's the Nets missing. For three, Mitchell. It's good. Great play by Williams to set it up.
And now he's taken a solid opening in the quarter and built on it here in the second.
And the chosen one gets the whistle that time. That's his third foul of the game.
And that is his third foul of the half. Now they've got to make a tough decision.
And a new group in for the Nets. Robinson's checked in for Nicholas Claxton. Washington comes in for Porter. Powell, he's checked in for Cameron Thomas. And it's Traore in for Smith. And a new group getting ready for Oklahoma City. Smith checked in for Holmgren. Toumani Camara comes in for Jalen Williams. Cason Wallace, he's checked in for Kent. And Topic is subbed in for Gilgeous-Alexander. Now, here's Mitchell. Non-stop scoring machine here. There's the triple. And good. He hits it again. And there's 80 points.
35.
Wow.
Oklahoma City.
Just wow. This guy right now on another level.
And so it's the Oklahoma City Thunder, enjoying the kind of gigantic lead you almost never see. Their defense has been active and effective. Back right after this. Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. What can you say? The chosen one, an impressive effort here today.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
And that will be the biggest adjustment. They have to force the ball out of his hands, but that's a difficult challenge.
Thomas on the wing. He's joined by Porter. Nicholas Claxton out there with Washington. And it's Toure in at the 1 spot. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. And Mitchell gets it to go. You see a lot of pick and rolls, but you also, Greg, hear about inverted screen. Can you explain to the viewers what that means?
Yeah, that's where your guard actually is the one setting the pick for the bigger player, and having little guys who are willing to put their body on the line. You think of a Steph Curry, a John Stockton, 2 of the best to ever do it.
Driving in, and he makes it look easy, dunking it hard with one hand.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand, and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Mitchell. He gets it in there. Mitchell's got 5 points in the quarter.
Unwilling to let up, even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Yeah, he can taste a win right now. He's just trying to close it out.
It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey, guys. Those who've worked with Nets coach Jordy Fernandez rave about his people skills. He said, quote, "Am I very good at it? I don't know, but I try because I think it's important. When you have that relationship, especially in the tough moments, is when you can break through and be successful. Without it, it's tough, so you try to build it." Kevin, back to you.
Thank you, Allie. He swipes the ball away again, and that's his 6th steal of the night.
Imposing his will at the defensive end.
They're on fire to start this quarter, and with each basket, their confidence grows.
Pass to Washington. Tipped away. It's stolen by Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Mitchell. Oh, and it's sent back by Washington. For Brooklyn, they've gone 3 of 4 so far in the third quarter from the field. Pretty good start to the half. And the chosen one gets the whistle that time. That will get him his 4th foul of the game. Sarab, he's checked in for Brooklyn. And the chosen one gets the whistle.
Substitution.
And look at how the hustle game has been going for Oklahoma City.
And look at how aggressive they were defensively, forcing mistakes and turning those mistakes into points.
I really like their effort in transition tonight, constantly pushing the pace and then turning that into points.
That's good from Williams. Tim, how in the world did Jalen Williams fall into the Thunder's lap with the 12th pick back in that 2022 draft?
Well, Kevin, he played at a mid-major, so he was a bit of a late bloomer. A lot of people saw him as high floor, low ceiling type, and he was an awful fast riser as the draft got here, but still a steal in that late lottery.
And what a smart pick by that organization, huh? My goodness.
They seem to always get it right.
They do. Smith, terrific assist, a nice finish, solid play all around.
Well, he's certainly not the reason they're down. If they're going to grab the lead here, more guys are going to have to step up.
Drills it from outside. Mitchell's got 13 points in the second half.
He was red hot from the 3 in the first half, and he is showing no signs of slowing down.
Powell against Wallace. Rebound by Smith. Smith's got 6 rebounds here tonight.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
Well, unless the defense adjusts, I don't see any change here. He has flat out taken over this game with his scoring.
Kevin, that's good.
And the shot selection has been great, but the volume isn't where it needs to be.
Mitchell outside. And the 3 off target. For 3, Smith. Misses the shot. And so it's the Oklahoma City Thunder able to put on a show for the ages. And with as many 3-pointers as they bring, it's easy to see why they're on the cusp of a blowout. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And with the 4th quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. The Thunder shooting has been just uncontainable, 72%. And Oklahoma City, looking who they've got to start the 4th quarter. They've got Mitchell, Paul out there with Jalen Smith. Then it's Hansen, and it's Knight in at the 2.
I'd say that shot is well within his range.
I would hope so. Mitchell with it. You know, Tim, you hear some players now feeling they're being unfairly criticized. What are your thoughts on that?
Well, I do believe it can get personal at times, but listen, if you are in this league, I think it helps to have thick skin because you are going to be criticized from time to time.
But players do pay attention, don't they? They know what's being said and written.
They pay a lot more attention than they let on, Kevin, believe me. And if they're not listening, somebody in their inner circle is. I promise you that.
Mitchell.
And what's gotten into him today? This is getting ridiculous.
Beasley outside. Some solid defense from Knight. And so Knight will bring it up for Oklahoma City. Pass to Mitchell. Just over a minute and a half played here in the 4th. Hits it from 3-point range.
So many of the plays they're running designed to create opportunities from deep.
And all of that success from the 3-point line will open up driving lanes. Let's see if they can take advantage of that as well.
And watch out, you don't bring the whole basket down on top of you, young fella.
I don't think he ever wanted to let go of the rim.
I'll tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
3rd personal foul. 1st team foul. Shooting for Oklahoma City, Mitchell. At the line with 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Free throw drops for Mitchell.
And they're doing a better job of working themselves to the line here in the 2nd half.
The Nets making a switch here. Traore's checked in. And Oklahoma City also making a switch. Kings checked in for Jalen Smith. And with the most recent collective bargaining agreement, Tim, teams have felt the pinch of those new luxury tax and apron penalties.
Yeah, and the goal of those being put in place was to have more top-tier talent equally spread out around the league. And as you've seen, there's been some tough decisions already. Some teams have had to trade away some of their stars just to make the math work.
And sometimes it's hard to make that math work. There's so many moving parts.
And as a result, it's more important to be able to structure out your supporting cast than ever before.
Having a lot of trouble stopping the 3-point shot.
Here's Traore, covered by Mitchell. Traore gets the bucket. Traore's got 9 points here in the 2nd half. There's the drive, and he uses the glass on the layup.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
for three. Mitchell, and the Thunder another three.
Yeah, that's 2 bombs in a row from long range.
Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Here's Saraf, and there's the drive.
Making the most of the screen. That's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot, Greg. Frees him up to get all the way to the buckets.
Yeah, not only does he create the space he needs, but then he attacks downhill.
Here's Mitchell. Rebound, Brooklyn. Traore's got 4 rebounds now tonight. To the inside from 6 feet. And another shot, and it's blocked. They retain possession, and the shot is good. Traore's got 6 here in this quarter.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
Here's Mitchell. Rebound, Brooklyn. Traore's got 6 rebounds now in the game. So when you look at different approaches to player recovery, from load management, say, Tim, to rub some dirt on it and get back in there, where do you stand on all of that?
Well, I do think teams have done a better job of trying to make sure players are protected from themselves and make sure they're getting enough rest. But I also think there are times guys should be allowed to play through certain types of minor injuries.
Here's Mitchell. That one falls.
And that's just cold-blooded right there. He's taking no prisoners.
Yeah, with each bucket, he denies any thought of a comeback.
Pass to Saraf. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Beasley, the pass to Wolf. 6 on the shot clock. And he... could not get them, and it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the official.
This is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Tim, some people love the star power of dynasties, but do you think the league's push for parity is helping the game overall?
Overall, I do believe competitive balance is good for the league. I think there are more fan bases that stay more engaged longer into the year, and that's just good for everybody.
I totally agree. Mitchell Robinson's checked in for Brooklyn. Thomas comes in for Malik Beasley. Then for the Thunder, Holmgren, he's checked in for Hansen. And it's Jalen Smith in for Paul. And the first one drops. So he hits 1 of 2 from the stripe. Thunder have gone 7 of 10 shooting the ball since the start of the fourth quarter. Mitchell outside. Fires the 3. And again, he's been absolutely ridiculous in this game.
You get the sense he just can't miss.
Here's Traore, pass to Wolf. To the paint, here's Robinson, and it's Robinson with the jam.
Got the ball right inside. Such a well-timed pass.
Mitchell outside. That's tipped. Here's Traore. And the rejection by Holmgren.
And that is one of the things Holmgren brings to the table. His rim protection is critical for this defense.
Near the three-point line. Good, that's another bucket.
He is simply unconscious here tonight. Nobody can stop him right now.
GA, the points keep coming, and he's climbing up that scoring ladder. Third on the list, well in sight. Takes the three. The shot, no. Good. The net shooting 44% in the fourth. The offense with some ups and downs. Second chance shot, and that's 2 points on the layup. Traore's got 15 points in just the second half.
I mean, he is just demoralizing his opponent right now on the backboard. They didn't want anything to do with him on that possession. Almost like they were just giving up on the play.
And he's repeating his performance from their last game. You just can't stop this guy.
And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. So, Tim, when you played, you were one of the league's best sharpshooters. Did you ever look around and pick things up off of other guys you watch shoot the ball well?
No question. In fact, I learned a lot about how to move off the ball by watching other guys as I made my way through college and eventually became a pro. And even when I was in the league, I would study other players to pick up things on their...
Another one goes. Incredible.
He has been simply unstoppable.
And he's now third all-time for points in a game. One for the Agents.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout. Big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Thunder.
As one side as against today, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think.
Good, another from three.
He is unstoppable here. Hits again from beyond the arc.
What a historic night for him. Shooting the ball, he now stands GA by himself for third place in most threes all time.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last. Game, same thing this time out.
And that confidence has carried over to tonight. He is playing great basketball.
Here's Traore, and it's sent back by Mitchell. Again, Oklahoma City.
Finishing strong. This is how you want to close things out.
Yeah, any thought of losing this game has been put to bed.
To the left wing. Here's Traore. Rebound by Smith.
Yeah, but the hand in the face. It's critical that you contest his shots every time down the floor.
And Mitchell gets it to go.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
It is never easy to win on the road, but they rose to the challenge.
Fires top of the key. Drops it in.
He must have visualized this one because everything is falling.
So no problem for Oklahoma City as they get the win. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
Thank you for joining us.